About 13 kilometers south-southwest of Delaket, the well-worn road became less defined from the vegetation. It was gradually changing from waist-high clumped blue-purple blade grass into an undulating covering of a shoulder-high pinkish wheat-like growth. The party had only been clambering through it for less than 10 minutes when Siraj spoke what they were all thinking. "Let's set up camp here. I've had enough of walking for now." He sounded as if he had been awake for many days without respite. Garan was in no mood to argue. His eyes were heavy and his head ached as if someone had beaten him for an extended period with something soft and heavy. He slumped back into the Slothwheat and rested his head on his left knee. Arajakal was disconcerted. It was the middle of the afternoon. Why was everyone so fatigued? His mind wrestled with the facts until his body lost the fight with the narcotic spores in the air, and he decided that it would be easier to go along with the others to sleep. The pollen that was sapping their strength also seemed to have a slight psycho-reactive effect. Othan had curled up in the long pink grain almost immediately after the scarab had spoken. He lapsed into a deep slumber less than 30 seconds afterwards. Giomo was weary. His samurai plate armor was not the lightest traveling companion. He decided that he would remain awake. They were isolated in the sparsely populated Gaul wilderness, but you just never know. Within 3 minutes of stopping to rest, all of the members of the team except Giomo were soundly asleep. The samurai was fighting back the intense fatigue he felt in the hour after they had halted. His strong will and the others' unusually loud snoring had kept him awake. "It is this cursed grass," was his distinct thought as his eyes forced themselves shut and he drifted into a progressively deepening slumber. It was only a matter of a few hours before the sleeping group attracted the interest of others. 3 pairs of eyes surveyed the scene. The bandits' faces were wrapped in fine yet strong native silk. Their filthy hands were at their bluish pigskin belts, silently drawing their diamond-bladed long knives from their rusty scabbards. They had dyed purple hair which was covered by a cowl in a similar colour to the surrounding foliage. With a silent hand signal from their leader, the 3 men scuttled in to execute their usual tactic in this situation, which was slashing throats. Feth, the leader of the small band of murderous thieves, caught a glimpse of the marvellous laser pistols that Siraj now kept at his waist. He sheathed his crude long knife quietly and unbuckled the holster. Drawing the ornate weapon from its case, he was impressed enormously by the exquisite craftsmanship and inspired artwork. Feth was also quite intrigued by the lens, as had been the case for so many others who had seen it. He did not know that a black lens was possible for a laser weapon and was racked with the anticipation of discharging it. His associates were in position. One was above Chiomo and the other was poised to kill Othon.